Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the key social psychological explanations of autism spectrum disorder, Simon Baron-Cohen's empathizing-systemizing theory. You might already know about the theory of mind explanation, that people with ASD often find it difficult to recognize and understand the thoughts and feelings of others. But Baron-Cohen realized that theory of mind alone couldn't explain everything about autism. For example, why some people with ASD show incredible skills in maths, music, or pattern recognition. That's where empathizing-systemizing, or ES theory, comes in. So, let's break this down. Empathizing is the drive to identify someone else's thoughts and feelings, and then respond appropriately. It actually has two components: cognitive empathy, which is recognizing and understanding what someone else is thinking or feeling, and affective empathy, which is actually responding emotionally and appropriately to that person's state. For example, if your friend looks upset, cognitive empathy helps you recognize they're sad, while affective empathy makes you want to comfort them. In people with ASD, empathizing skills are often underdeveloped. This helps explain the difficulties in social communication and interaction we see. Things like struggling to interpret facial expressions, body language, or subtle social cues. Now, the other side of the theory is systemizing. Systemizing is the drive to analyze, build, and understand systems. These are sets of rules that help us predict how something works. For example, maths equations, grammar rules, mechanical systems like how a car engine functions, and even patterns in the natural world, such as tides or star constellations. Baron-Cohen argued that people with ASD often have a hyper-developed systemizing ability. This explains why many individuals with autism show strengths in fields like science, engineering, or music, areas where recognizing rules and patterns is key. It also links to characteristics of ASD, such as restricted and repetitive behaviors, because these often involve an intense focus on structured systems or predictable routines. So, how do we measure these traits? Baron-Cohen developed the ES quotient questionnaire, which assesses where someone falls on the empathizing versus systemizing spectrum. The findings show clear patterns. People with ASD tend to score much lower on empathizing and significantly higher on systemizing compared to neurotypical individuals. And what about research evidence? Lawson, in 2004, directly tested the empathizing-systemizing theory using an experiment with 3 groups of participants: males with Asperger's syndrome, neurotypical males, and females from the general population. Each participant completed 2 tasks, one measuring empathizing and another measuring systemizing. Here's what they found. On the empathizing task, females scored the highest, followed by neurotypical males, and then males with Asperger's, who scored the lowest. On the systemizing task, the pattern flipped. Females scored significantly lower than both male groups, but interestingly, the males with Asperger's didn't differ significantly from the neurotypical males. This study provides strong evidence for Baron-Cohen's theory, because it shows that individuals with ASD consistently perform worse on empathizing tasks, while maintaining strengths in systemizing. It also highlights the typical gender differences Baron-Cohen described, with females tending to empathize more and males tending to systemize more, but taken to an extreme in those with autism spectrum conditions. So, to sum up, Baron-Cohen developed the empathizing-systemizing theory to go beyond theory of mind. People with ASD often struggle with empathizing, especially in picking up social and emotional cues. At the same time, they show a strength or even a superpower, in systemizing, excelling at recognizing rules, patterns, and predictable systems. The ES quotient shows this imbalance clearly, and Lawson's 2004 study provides research support with an experiment showing differences between males, females, and individuals with Asperger's. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.